Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, it's something a little bit special here from the Bristol Motor Speedway. It's the Racing for a Cause, and, well, tonight it's presented by Evidence-Based Mommy, but we're not talking about the big boys from Racing for a Cause. We're talking about the kids. The kids of the drivers from the big series are here to play at Bristol Motor Speedway. Muth in the booth here tonight, and alongside me, it's the man from the north. It's Chris Legou. Chris, this is going to be a good one here from the Bristol Motor Speedway.
You're right. This is going to be a huge race between the kids from Racing for a Cause. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're racing the midgets here at Bristol, getting ready to go in about 1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute time. 5 drivers' kids have entered the race here, and right now Charlotte Radford holds the top spot, as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen. Dylan Greenaway is sitting there second. Dominic Monroe right there third. Easton Terry is fourth, and Emma Spinks is sitting in the fifth spot, but she got some pretty consistent lap times out there. That's what it's really going to come down to here tonight, Chris. I think it's going to be the consistency over this short span race here.
I think you're right. Emma out there running very consistent times, and all it takes is some little bean and banging up towards the front. Roger, you've seen this story before. The back can become the front in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you never know what will happen, especially when we come here to It's Bristol, baby. 5 drivers, though. There's a lot of racing room here at the Last Great Coliseum to see what these drivers are going to be able to do here tonight. And in just about 5 seconds, we're going to head into our qualifying session. Each driver is going to be able to take 2 laps for 5 minutes here. As the clock ticks down here, we're getting ever so closer to this big event here. It's the first time ever for the Racing for a Cause, and it's, well, we'll call it the children tonight here, and it's going to be one great show. So thanks for tuning in, everybody, here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. I hope you enjoy this show that's being brought to us. Chris, Charlotte Radford, it looks like, will be one of the first drivers out, as actually Dylan Greenaway heads to the track.
Yeah, Dylan Greenaway, the son of Rick Greenaway, one of the longtime racers and admins here at Racing for a Cause. And Dylan getting his Autism Speaks number 4 midget out there, getting ready to fly around this track. Of course, he and Charlotte Radford, we saw during practice, swapping fast times back and forth. And Charlotte edges him out at the very end there, Roger. But right now, Dylan taking that midget around, getting ready to go live. I want to thank everybody for coming out to the Turn 3 Racing Network. This is race 1 of 2 special races here tonight at Bristol.
Yeah, not just the children here of the stars from Racing for a Cause will be on the big screen here tonight. A little bit later on, the spouses of the Racing for a Cause, as Dylan Greenaway takes the top spot, lap number 1. It was an 18.287. He is the first driver to put in an actual counted lap here. So right now, 1 driver with 1 lap in. The second lap now going to go across the timing and scoring. It's going to be a still. The first lap is better with a 18.241 for Dylan Greenaway.
Charlotte Radford backing it up with an 18.476 on her first lap. Crosses the line. Better. 18.110 for Charlotte Radford, good enough for the pole.
So a new quick time out there. Now here comes Gravedigger, the number 20. It's Easton Terry. He has 1 lap in the books as he crosses the line for the second time. It's going to be a little bit quicker for Terry, but it's going to be just good enough for the 3rd spot. Emma Spinks finished up her qualifying lap. She is actually currently sitting in the 4th position, and it looks like we have a new contender coming out here. It looks like we're going to get Donna Mescal also out here on tracks, just waiting for her to get into the server.
Again, I want to thank everybody for coming on out and watching the kids of Racing for a Cause stars getting ready to go here from Bristol. We appreciate all of you guys coming out here and cheering on the kids. Later on tonight, it's going to be the significant others, Roger, and that's going to be just as fun, I think.
You'd think. I'm sure right now all the dads behind the scenes are pretty relaxed watching their kids out here on the big screen right now. I'm sure they're all kind of being the spotter, kind of peeking over, giving them the last little adjustments, little critiques here and there. Sometimes, Chris, sometimes parents, might get a little out there. As a baseball coach, I have quite seen it firsthand.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, I wish I had seen this earlier. I would have set my wheel up, maybe what had my son or my daughter get in, but it's a lot of fun just to kind of stand back and watch. And as a parent, there's nothing better than to see your kid shining in a moment, and this is their moment here tonight, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Guys, thank you all again for coming out here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. There's nothing else to do on a Saturday night. We're all staying home. Might as well put a smile on our faces and watch these kids get around this track.
Yeah, so here comes Dominic Monroe for the first time in the number 15 machine as he hits the high banks here at the last great Coliseum. He will go up and run, well, a little bit too close to the line, but look at it. He's going to shut it down before he gets to the line, so his lap will not count. He'll be able to come back around. He still has 1 minute and 30 seconds left here in this qualifying session, so there's more than plenty of time to get around here 2 laps. You know, laps really only being under, well, call it under the 20-second bracket. Right now, Radford has the top spot with an 18.110. So 2 more contestants still, or contenders still trying to take that top spot here tonight.
I'll tell you one thing I've been very impressed about here during practice, Roger. These guys get into trouble. These kids get in trouble, and almost better than some of their parents, I think. They hop on the brakes and they stay there. They lock them up and make sure that their car doesn't go all over the track. A good thing to do, and everybody can learn from these kids. They're doing it right here tonight.
Well, I don't. Can we say that they're better than their kids? I don't know if we can say that with our contract.
No, I'm saying the kids are better.
Well, yeah, the kids are better than the parents. So
Yeah.
As you see, a little bit of connection issues here with Monroe's connection. That's why you see the 15 car kind of blinking all over the screen a little bit, but it was good enough for Dominic on lap number 1 and his 15 machine to go to the 5th quickest time. Up the track a little bit in 3 and 4. He will come out of turn 4 here for the second time, and that will be his second qualifying lap, and it's going to be a little bit faster for him. It's going to be good enough for the 4th position. It's going to be an 18.77, and then he, or 799, and he stuffs that right into the tire barrier, or the water barrier.
Well, that's okay, Roger, because he didn't need that car anymore. He's got another one that he's been saving up for the main event.
And it looks like qualifying is officially going to be in the books here. The race is coming up next. It's only going to be a short one, Chris. 25 laps. And 6 drivers. We'll wait to see if they all take to the grid here. But Radford did sneak out the pole. So as we wait for them to take to the grid. Well, let's walk you through this field here tonight. Starting on the front row, qualifying with the quick time. Starting lineup here tonight brought to us by Evidence-Based Mommy. Starting on the pole, it's going to be Charlotte Radford in the 94 Unicorn Pink Machine. To the outside, it'll be the 4 of Dylan Greenaway. Starting row number 2, it'll be Grave Digger himself, the number 20 of Easton Terry. Starting right alongside, then you just saw him make his qualifying attempt. It's going to be the 15 of Dominic Monroe. Starting on row number 3, then it's going to be the 35 of Emma Spinks and Donna Miskell holding up the final position here tonight. That is your 6-car field. Miskell still waiting to see if she can get into the lobby here to take to this field. But either way, Chris, if it's either 6 or 5 drivers, it's going to be an exciting one here tonight.
Well, it certainly is. And these cars, they're very equal, the midgets. And it really comes down to, well, I would say experience, but really we're talking about the kids here. They've got, maybe 100 laps in these cars, Roger. So experience isn't really there. It's going to come down to just having a lot of fun. That's what we want to see. We want to see smiles on these kids' faces here tonight as they turn this track upside down and inside out here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, it's all about the fun with the things that are happening all around the world, so we do hope and wish that everybody tuning in here tonight is well and your family as well. It's all about, just the fun of things. And I keep thinking about how much fun we're about to see out there on track.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'll tell you, I've been looking forward to this. I saw the post that we were going to go live with it. I'm like, hey, Roger, I want in. You just gave me a big old 10-4, and here we are getting ready to go to the green flag for the first time here tonight. Racing for a Cause Kids Edition.
So it looks like 5 drivers do make the call. It looks like Miskell's going to miss the grid here tonight. So 5 drivers going to take the call to the green flag here for the 25 lap. It's the Kids Edition here tonight. Racing for a Cause, given back to the children. They've all kind of been cooped up inside the house. Chris, you, I, and a lot of other of the guys like to come out here and turn some laps, and it's kind of more of a, it's out of our normal scheduled. It's kind of relaxing. So now it's kind of relaxing for these kids maybe to get out there. Well, maybe. We talked about the parents looking over the shoulder playing the armchair quarterback. So maybe it's not relaxing for them, but a little bit different for a lot of these kids. They don't get to come out here and race in competition like this. They maybe get to turn some laps on the old rig, but now we're going to throw it all to the test here. One more pace lap before we turn them green.
Yeah, that's one thing for sure, Roger. And these kids, listen, right now they're doing things that they haven't done either. They're out of school. They're stuck in the house. They're all these other things. They need to have some fun too. It's time to turn it on right here at Bristol. Racing for a Cause. Kids getting ready to go live.
5 drivers side by side here. It's going to be Charlotte Radford in the 94. A little bit of a checkup, but the green flag is going to wave. Dylan Greenaway is going to be having the breakaway down into turn number 1 as he goes way high. And, oh boy, I don't know if something happened there to the 4 of Greenaway, but Charlotte Radford is going to go right by, and she's going to take off. Here comes Terry in the number 20. Gravedigger bringing that inside. He is digging the bottom lane here tonight.
Yeah, the Ford went a little high on that first turn, but has gathered it back up, Roger. And now Greenaway is starting to pull away from third place. Easton Terry, but Charlotte has one heck of a lead. 2.5 seconds already is the lead. Back to Dylan Greenaway in second spot.
Yeah, Greenaway holds strong there, about 2.5 seconds back behind Charlotte Radford, who didn't get the greatest jump on the initial start, but once Greenaway washed up the track there, watch her. Oh, she's trying to catch the car there out of turn number 2. She was a little bit sideways. The car kind of got a little snappy there out of turn number 2, which can really happen here on this concrete little half-mile track. And right now, she is still continuing to lead the way. 3 laps already in the book just like that. They've all been led by the pole sitter of Radford out front.
Emma Spink sitting in 5th spot right now, and she's got the 15 inner sights of Dominic Monroe. Emma is just holding steady. She's running that same lap time, Roger, that we saw her running in practice. Very, very consistent, and sometimes consistency is king.
Yeah, she may be in the 5th position, but there's still a long way to go. Still 21 laps. It'd be 20 to go next time by at the line. Look at Spinks really start to pull in the 15. It's not, it's kind of the turtle in the hare kind of situation right here for Spinks. Didn't have the fastest car in the practice session, but just look at her. You can tell it's just a consistency as you see Monroe kind of up the track. Contact between the two down the backstretch. They're both going to go for a spin. Let's see which one of them is going to be able to gather it up faster. Here comes the 35. Oh, they make contact again.
They get together again. And Emma gets the top side. She's able to continue on. Dominic Monroe facing the wrong way. Has to gather back up, and we got another one.
Radford, Greenaway coming in there in the 4 car. Dylan going to make heavy contact. Greenaway's up and over on the lid of the 4, but as you realize, there is the 15. He's still out there, and you realize the 4 is there. They're both trying to get back on track right now. They're kind of stuck down there on that apron. There comes Terry in the 20. He's going to go by. Now there goes, the leader, Radford's now involved.
No cautions here tonight, Roger, and Charlotte Radford still has the lead, but she's upside down, and it's not going to be long before the position gets lost. And look at this, Roger, the 35 of Emma Spinks, your race leader.
Yeah, we were just talking about the turtle and the hare and the being consistent. Yeah, we just saw Emma Spinks involved in that first little incident, but she was able to gather the car up, get it pointed in the right direction, and now with 17 laps to go, it'll be 16 to go at the line. She is our leader here at Bristol.
Top 3, Emma Spinks, Easton Terry, and Dylan Greenaway. Dominic Monroe and Charlotte Radford are trying to get it going. Dominic Monroe on track. Charlotte looks like she had to take a tow.
Yeah, with Charlotte having to take the tow here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, she's going to go a couple laps down, but it's still just getting closer to the halfway point, so she is not quite out of this one. One mistake by a couple of these drivers, like we just saw, could kind of flip the board upside down once again. Remember, Emma Spinks was running into the 5th position when all the hectic chaos kind of consumed there on track. Radford was out front, kind of just shook the whole entire leaderboard standings up. Spinks is now at the top spot. Radford is down into the 5th spot, and she is still under the tow condition. So Spinks comes back around. Now it'll be 14 laps to go for the driver of that 35 here tonight. And the closest battle on track is going to be between the 20 of Terry and the 4 of Greenaway.
Emma Spinks is your race leader. Easton Terry behind by about 5 seconds. The battle right now really is for second spot as Dylan Greenaway gets to the inside of the 20. The 20 comes down. They spin.
Gonna go for a little bit of a ride. There's is the 20 of Terry Gravedigger gonna slap the wall, and whew, there went Charlotte flying by fast in the 94. Dylan Greenaway.
No! Charlotte gets into the back of Dylan, and she goes for another ride.
She was
able to hold on though. Wow, what action!
She was setting some quick pace there, Chris. But unfortunately, her and Dylan gonna get together. Terry though is back out onto the track, still running in the third position. Easton would be the final car on the lead lap as he comes across the line. They're sitting in the third position.
11 to go. This time by for Emma Spinks, who at one time was at the end of the field, Roger. Now she is the race leader trying to win this one in her number 35, painted just like her dad. And Matthew Spinks has got to have a smile on his face.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed this or not, Chris. I'm watching the timing and scoring. I'm watching the speed of Emma Spinks, and it's right around 90 miles an hour. I'm not sure if something has gone wrong with the 35 or not, because Dylan Greenaway is coming like a freight train, and he is there out of turn 2.
Dylan Greenaway has been so fast throughout this entire thing and now goes out to the outside. He's looking for a pass for the win, and it could very well be for the win. Roger, 9 laps to go. Dylan Greenaway takes the lead.
Greenaway takes the lead here with 9 to go. He slams the door on Emma Spinks, and now Spinks is trying to reel back in that 4 car of Greenaway. Emma still rolling the bottom lane. Nice and consistent so far for Emma Spinks. She's only been involved in 1 incident. Right now running in the second position, and it'll be 8 laps to go here this time by at the line. It's Greenaway out front, Spinks in second. Terry in the Gravedigger machine still running there in third, still on the lead lap. Just kind of rolling the bottom there. He will get 8 to go that time by. Oh, the 15 of Monroe is going to go around going into turn number 1.
Facing the wrong way and having blinking issues as well. The 15 now rights the ship and starts heading back out on track as Emma Spinks goes by. And here comes Charlotte Radford. Radford still very, very fast out on track. Unfortunately, stuck 3 laps down. She has had some issues trying to get around people. Oh, gets up into the wall this time. Goes sideways and around.
Well, the 94 setting a fast pace there, unfortunately, will hit the inside or the outside wall, then the inside wall. Well, now she might just do some victory donuts there on the bottom. Looks like Terry got a little piece of her there on the front stretch, but he keeps it going in the right direction. Greenaway going to come by this time. He's going to see the 5 fingers in the air from the flagman. It's going to be 5 more laps here tonight from the Bristol Motor Speedway.
Want to remind everybody who's watching, this is part 1 of a 2-part run here tonight. The next race going to start up in just a little bit. It's going to be the significant others of the Drivers for Racing for a Cause here on Turn 3 Racing Network. Meanwhile, Dylan Greenaway is your race leader. Emma Spinks, Easton Terry, your top 3.
Yeah, those are the top 3, and those are the 3 left on the lead lap as Terry runs down there on the apron. I think he's thinking in the mindset, kind of run where they're not here tonight, run down there on the apron. It's the shorter distance. Maybe we can make up a little bit of time. Right now, he is sitting about 6.6 seconds behind Emma Spinks, who runs into the second position. She is 9 seconds right now behind Dylan Greenaway, and Greenaway is setting a really fast pace. This time by for the driver of the number 4. He'll see at the flag stand here. Popsicle sticks officially in the air. It's going to be 1 more mile of racing here at Bristol.
White and checkered flags standing side by side at the flag stand. Dylan Greenaway has the race lead. He's got about a 10-second lead, Roger, over Emma Spinks. Easton Terry about 3 seconds behind Emma. Those are your top 3. Then it's Dominic Monroe and Charlotte Radford.
Final lap here for the Bristol Motor Speedway. Dylan Greenaway looking to capture race number 1 for the Greenaway family as he comes through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Rides the bottom lane. He's going to see the checkered flag for the first time in Dylan's career. The 4 car of Dylan Greenaway will be your winner here tonight at Bristol. Emma Spinks coming now into turn 3 for the final time as the fireworks explode here at Bristol for these up-and-coming stars from the Racing for a Cause family. Emma Spinks will finish P number 2 here tonight.
And in third place, Easton Terry, who came in third spot. Dominic Monroe in 4th. Charlotte Radford is going to finish in 5th spot tonight. Unfortunately, Donna Miskel not able to make the grid. But man, what a race, Roger. You know what? Not bad. Not bad for a bunch of kids.
Yeah, a bunch of kids. A lot of these boys, girls, guys, they all look like they are going to be the next generation of drivers here for the Racing for a Cause. They put on one whale of a show here tonight. So at the top of the screen, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to take notice. That is your finishing order here. Let's pop it up on top here. Let's see if we can get those race results scrolling across the top. There is your top 4 drivers. It is Dylan Greenaway pulling out the win in the number 4 machine. Emma Spinks, you see her right there in the 35. She finished second with her dad's colors on that car. Third place here tonight is Gravedigger himself, Easton Terry. Fourth was Dominic Monroe, sitting fifth with Charlotte Radford, and the 65 of Donna Mescal not taking to the field here tonight, so she will be credited with a 6th place finish. Chris, while we step away for just a moment, we're going to see if we can get these fans to hear what these next generation of stars for Racing for a Cause have to say about this one. Well, race fans, you just saw one whale of a race here for the family night presented by Evidence-Based Mommy. It was the Racing for a Cause. It's the stars for the Racing for a Cause, the next generation of them. We officially have caught up with a couple of the stars up and coming. We have caught up with the 4 here of Dylan Greenaway. Dylan, congratulations first off. Tell us just about the whole experience. How was it out there tonight on track?
It was good.
Just short and sweet, it was good. How was the racing? Was it a good time? Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Now, is this something, Dylan, that you could have imagined when you woke up this morning that you could be sitting in victory lane for the first time ever?
Yes.
Wow, Chris, he sounds pretty confident.
He sounds like he was ready to go, born ready. And what a race for you, Dylan. Congratulations, buddy, on winning tonight's race.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dylan, before we let you walk away here from us, is there anybody you got to thank who helped you here from the Bristol Motor Speedway for this race tonight?
Who do you want to thank?
My dad.
Well, it's probably the most important person to thank right there. Dylan, congratulations once again tonight on bringing home the first ever victory for the Racing for a Cause family night for the kids.
Thank you.
Well, there you heard it from your winner here tonight, the 4 of Dylan Greenaway. Didn't have the fastest car in qualifying, Chris, but had the faster car here at the end of the race.
At the end of the race, and that's when it matters. I believe second place finisher, unfortunately, Matt, maybe you can help me out, but Emma is not on TeamSpeak at this point. And I'm going to take that as a no. How about Easton Terry, 5-year-old Easton Terry, third place finisher. Easton, this is Chris. Can you talk to me?
Yeah.
Hi, bud. Hey, congratulations. You came in third spot.
Thanks.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
You did? And did you think you were going to take a third place finish here tonight?
Yeah.
You did. Awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks. Come, thanks. Come, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you
Easton,
have any?
Easton, I got one
anybody?
question here, Chris, before we step away here from Easton. Easton, did you pick that paint scheme on the side of this 20 here tonight of Great Vigor?
Yep.
That's an absolutely awesome paint scheme out there. Do you have a Grave Digger actual monster truck?
Yeah.
Well, if not, you're going to have to get your dad to go get you one because that's an awesome paint scheme, and you need to have that to match what you just did out there tonight. Congratulations on a third place finish. Is there anybody you got to thank for coming home tonight on the podium?
My dad.
Well, there it is once again, Chris. Short, sweet, and to the point. They got to thank their dads for letting them jump into the old sim rigs here tonight. That was
Roger.
your third place finisher of Easton Terry.
Roger, before we go, we got one more person to talk to because she came back down to be on channel with us. It's second place finisher, Emma Spinks. Emma, this is Chris. How are you tonight?
Good.
Well, congratulations on taking second place, honey. You did a great job. How did the car feel for you?
Good.
Oh, great. That is just so good. Congratulations, honey, on taking second spot. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have anybody that you have to thank tonight?
My daddy.
Your daddy, Matthew? Okay. That's awesome. And congratulations, honey.
Thank you.
We got one more, Roger, as it turns out Charlotte has also come back down. Charlotte Radford.
What?
How are you tonight?
Good.
Good. You had a little bit of a rough race there, honey, but you ended up finishing in 5th spot. Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know you were one of the faster cars out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you think you could have done anything different to try and win tonight?
Yeah.
What would that be?
Stop when, like, the two cars were, like, in front of me, and they wrecked.
And they wrecked, yeah. If you would have stopped or if you were able to get around them, that would have helped you out, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on running tonight, and we look forward to talking to you again.
Okay.
Okay, honey. And that's going to do it here, Roger. I think we've gotten just about all the kids out there that wanted to talk, and that was a good time. Next up, it's going to be the adult version, the significant others, coming right here from Turn 3 Racing Network, as we got to shut this one down and get ready for the next one.
Yeah, we'll be back here just in a little bit, race fans. Tonight, though, Dylan Greenaway going to be the first winner of the kids' race. The significant others, like Chris said, will be coming up next here in just about, call it about 25 minutes right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We'll be back with the next edition here of Family Night presented by Evidence Based Mommy.